Hi everyone, it's Debbie with BookAndBuJo. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you've been here before. Let's set up my February bullet journal. Let's do a quick flip through of January and then we'll get into some supplies and then right into the setup. My January cover page, my monthly calendar, my gratitude page, I have my movement trackers, movement and meditation, my habits and cleaning trackers, Devos, my TBR tracker that I have here in this journal. I also have it in my reading journal, of course. I'm trying to keep track of if I reviewed them and if I've crocheted my little square, which I have. So let me go ahead and mark these ones off because I have finished these. And I did write another review. It was just for one of the books from 2025 because it was a NetGalley book. And I need to get my score back up. My dashboard and then my weeklies. And of course you can tell exactly where I am. Because now they're mostly blank. And then this one is kind of my routines tracker up here. And right now it's just kind of finding out what some of the routines are and where I need to pay a little more focus, like this one. And then my check-ins we'll do at the end. And then my favorites here, I'm already starting to fill some of that out. And then I need to do my reflection again at the end. And then we will get into my February theme. But let's go over some supplies first. So I have my Archer and Olive dot grid notebook with the key and the snake. And this one does have a really nice spine, but it is blank on the back. And then, of course, my standbys, sticker mat, scissors, tweezers, pencil, eraser, glue stick, ruler. And then we've got some pens. So if you can see, I'm continuing with the purple theme. So I've got my Requited dual color gel pen in the 0.5, and I will be using lilac, which is this color here. I have a couple of the Flomo Creatives dual brush pens, and these ones are in the black and the gray. I have a Pentel Touch in the purple. I have one of my Aqua Spectrum Noir in the Wildflower. I love this color. This one and the green, and then there's kind of like a rust orange are my favorites in that set. I have a Tombow in 620, which is the lavender. And then I have a Papermate gel pen in 0.5, which this one is almost empty. So we'll see how much I can get out of it. And then I have a Kuretake metallic brush pen in the purple as well. And now let's see washi tapes. Actually, first is the Mystical Ephemera book, which I've been using a lot of, and it's getting a little beat up. I do have a few in here that I'm thinking of using. And again, all of these are, I may use, I may not, you never know. And then an Archer and Olive one. I don't remember which set this came out of, but there was ravens and potions and things like that in there. And I have some leftover paper from something I cut out. That's Archer and Olive dot grid in the black. And then I have a bunch of Journal Say papers here, which I thought would be fun as accents. We'll see which ones I end up using or not. And I do have a discount code for Journal Say. It's 8% off your purchase. It's code Debbie. So if you would like to use that, I will link that down below for you. All right, what do we got? These two are from the Dead Poets pack, I think. And these ones are kind of the dark academia. With this one is all the anatomy. And then this one is vintage frames and things like that. Not sure if I'll use those or not, but possibly. These ones are from the Miss Time washi tape set, which I've used at least almost 2 rows of this one already. Oh yeah, here's another one. So 2.5 rows. I've used up the washi tape, so I do really like them. I have some foliage here. And these ones I got off of Amazon. It was a set that had green ones and then the purple. I did use up all the green ones already. I have my moons, which I will definitely use. Love these. There's a couple of these. I mean, there's lots of purple ones in here. It's kind of a nice theme. There's the repeat. So I will probably use at least one of these, I'm hoping. I do really like this one. And I'm not sure about this one. Maybe. I do like the greenery and stuff, but I'm not sure if this is quite what I'm looking for. So maybe this one. Yeah, I was thinking this one here is probably the one I would use, and maybe a couple of the little pots that had some flowers or some of the herbs and things like that in it. A couple here. So maybe some of those. And then these are the two newest ones I got from Journal Say, and these are kind of the inspiration for this theme. We have all of the bookcases with potions and candles and fun things like that on here. Got a little cauldron brewing. Yeah, I love this one. And then we have this one here, which I also absolutely love. And again, it's the potion, kind of an apothecary type of setup here. I actually found a diamond painting that has some of this on there that I kind of have in my watch list to see if I want to purchase it or not. But it's pretty cool. And I may throw in one of my black or charcoal gray uni pen fine liners as well. And I have these in the 0.1 and the 0.5. Just as a suggestion, if you ever have any of these like hair ties that just get super stretched out, but they're not broken, but it's just doesn't work in your hair anymore, it works great to hold your pens together. And I will leave all of the supplies linked down below in case you are interested in any of those. But let's get into February's setup. Now I kind of want to do, instead of a Dutch door, I was thinking of cutting out the window. It's going to be a little finicky, especially kind of in some of these areas. But I do want to go with that. And I have this kind of castle scene I want to put in the background, which would fill up most of the space except for right up at the tippy top. But I can use some of this. I can use that part there. And so that one will need to go on this side, right in here. And then my other thought with this is, instead of having the February on this page, I cut here and do a Dutch door that way and have the February here, and then the top, or February maybe towards the top and bookcases down here. Some of these bookcases down here, because that would fit, or the potion bottle shelves. Trying to decide how I want to do that. I'm kind of changing things up right now, just on the fly, and thinking of maybe kind of cutting here and then here at the bottom, and that way some of that would shine through. And actually I could cut this whole section, maybe cut right here all the way down as well. Maybe cut to this line. That way it gives a little more structure to here if I leave a little bit extra around it. I could do that, and then I could see a little bit more of this come through as well. Thinking I'm probably going to do that. That would be great. All right, let me get my cutting mat and my cutter. No idea where I got this one. Actually, I think I have a circle cutter, one of the Fiskars circle cutters, and I think this came with it. So I have this and then my Staedtler art knife to make some cuts. All right, but first I need to draw that in. Do I want to do the gray or the black? Or the purple? I think I'm going to outline it in the black and maybe have the outside here in the gray and then the inside in the lighter purple. And then I'll do the February in the darker purple. I think that's how I'm going to do it. All right, let's get started. And now for a final flip through. So I have my little potion over here, and the phrase I found and kind of tweaked a little bit to fit what I wanted it to say. Ingredients: self-confidence, so my little potion over here, self-love, forgiveness, an open heart, an open mind, laughter, trust in God, and believe in miracles. And then my little window. Originally, I was just going to glue it to this page, but I ended up tweaking that a little bit too, and just to have a little collage on the other side. And we have my monthly calendar, and I love this washi PET tape that I got from Journal Site. It's so pretty. My monthly calendar, I've got my moons. I will put events here, and then my verse of the month from Hebrews 12:1. Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. And my gratitude page, movement tracker, my habits and hearth and home, so cleaning, habits and cleaning tracker, my devos, and then I put my verse of the month again here, and then I will put the books that I read at the bottom there, or at least the standout ones. And on this side is going to be my goals page, so soul and senses, relationships, career, creativity, health and wellness, hearth and home. My priorities for the month, routines I want to keep track of, tasks that I want to make sure I keep track of, and this is kind of the Alistair method a little bit, so you mark off when you do it, what day of the week you do it. This will actually be kind of a full month one, not just a weekly one. I'm still kind of playing with this and seeing if it's a way that's going to work for me. And then meals here as well, which day of the week I have them. So it could be like breakfasts and lunches, or breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Again, just kind of playing around with this one, kind of dipping my toes in, seeing if that's something I want to include in my journal or not. Because I do have a separate menu journal that I use, and I usually just keep that in the kitchen. It's more of a planning, what am I going to make every day, and then I write down what it is we actually had. So it may be redundant to have it here too, but I'm going to give it a try. And then my weeklies, so kind of a little notes section, and then I have the first week in here, and then I had fun with my little potion stickers as tabs. And since I only had one of each of them, I just kind of drew in on the other side. And crochet updates for the extra little space here, because I broke them out into 8 even boxes across the page. And then reviews that I still need to do and want to kind of focus on. So I think I'm at 58% for NetGalley right now, and I need to bring that up to at least 80, if not 100%. I think I have 6 more reviews I still need to do, might be just 5. So I want to prioritize those, and then the rest of the books that I'm actually reading right now. And my goals progress. And then this is the last day of the cycle, which would be March 1st. And then my favorites page, what I've been watching, so TV series, movies, YouTubers, what I'm listening to, so it could be music, podcasts, things like that. What I'm crafting on, so whatever I'm working on this month, maybe what I have been doing, what I did do, and then what I still need to do, and then any memories that I want to keep here, and then my check-in for the end of the month and beginning of the next month, so my wins, progress, challenges, or alignment, things I need to move into alignment, responses, things I may need to pivot, priorities, and then things that are happening this cycle. And again, I love this PET tape too. It is amazing. Both of these, just this one's a little cutesier than this one, but I still like them together. And then of course that created my nice little Dutch doors for the weeklies. I do really like this. It's really fun. I like how the PET tape kind of peeks through on the sides as well. And then on this side I have, it mainly covers up with the tabs, but you can still kind of see sections of the moon depending on what week I'm in. So kind of fun. I do like that. And thank you so much for joining me today as I set up my bullet journal for February. And please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any other planning content. And if you made it this far in the video, leave some type of bottle or glass, some kind of dishware in the comments to let me know that you were here. And until next time, keep planning. Bye!